Hello guys, welcome back to Chess Chops. I'm back with another game analysis. Here I was playing with white pieces and my opponent is playing with black pieces. So as we get into the game, we analyze the what's happening around. Here as you can see, my opponent black has played rook e2. Just now it's our turn. Here I have played knight d4 fork here, attacking this queen, bishop, and rook here. Now three pieces under attack. That's why it's a great move. Here, opponent has played a blunder. He thought that it would be nice if he pinned this d4 knight so that he cannot attack either bishop or rook. See, it's pinned with king. It can't move now. It can't take either of bishop or rook. So here our target is to remove this queen so that this knight is freed and it can attack this bishop or rook. Obviously, this bishop has this support, but this rook is completely hanging here. As we know, rook is of 5 points, knight is of 3 points, and bishop is also of 3 points, whereas rook is powerful, which is of 5 points. As we get into the game now, playing queen b6 is a bad option because we'll see eventually how this is a worse play, thinking that pinning this knight, making this knight incapable of attacking because it's pinned is a wrong idea, because now we are removing this queen so that this knight is freed and we can attack this rook because it is hanging. But if we attack the same power of knight, bishop, that is of 3 points, there is this support, right? So here's a brilliant move coming here. Yes, rook takes bishop. Now it's a brilliant move because bishop is of 3 points, whereas rook is of 5 points. So we are giving the sacrifice. We'll eventually realize how this sacrifice is worth. Now rook takes bishop. It's a brilliant move. Now this pawn takes, obviously. As you can see here, now this queen and this our queen are looking at each other. See, after removing this pawn has taken this rook. Now the two queens are looking at each other. Now our target is to remove this queen so that this knight is free. See how this everything is interconnected. We are removing this bishop first with rook, then this pawn is unlocked, and so that the two queens are looking each other and queen is attacking this queen so that this knight is freed and it is attacking this rook. How this whole thing is related to each other. That is how we understand this game. First, we'll take bishop with rook, sacrifice, pawn takes. Now, two queens are looking at each other. Now, we are taking that queen. Now, this god is removed so that this knight is unpinned. Now, we can easily attack this rook. See, we have gained a knight, a bishop actually. See, the black has got only one major piece, that is rook, but we have got extra knight here because we have sacrificed a rook to kill bishop. That is how we gained a knight with our sacrifice, brilliant sacrifice. So whenever pinning is not always advisable, so whenever a god is removed, it becomes vulnerable to attack. See, previously this queen was there, but eventually when it removed, this knight has got unpinned and it attacked rook. So with this 3 points over black, white has won the game here. I hope you have understood this game analysis. Thank you.